Welcome to Sam's Russian Adventures. I'm Sam, an English guy living in provincial Russia. Sorry I have not made a video for a while. I've had a lot on my mind, a lot to think about, the future of my channel and stuff like that. But today I thought I've got to upload some content, I've got to get a video made and uploaded. So I decided to come to this village, walk around the village and talk to you about why I moved to Russia. It's a topic I haven't really discussed with you much before in the past, so I thought, let's go for it. Why did I move to Russia? Thanks, Mr. Tractor. Perfect for blocking my driveway completely. Don't do that to my neighbours though. My neighbours, perfect. But mine, it's a bit of a piss take, of course. I mean, look. Ha! So I was supposed to come to the church service, or wanted to come to the church service today, but I was supposed to be here in the village for 8 o'clock. And it's 8:30 now, so I think I've missed it. But I'll go and have a look inside anyway. It's a bit awkward, isn't it, walking inside a church when there's a service going on, 8 o'clock in the morning with a camera. Let's have a quick look. Obviously I'm not microphoned up. I can hear the hymns going on. Take my hat off. Taking my hat off. I've been invited to join them. I'm going to turn the camera off now. So we've just finished the church service and the chilling out and the meeting afterwards, and the vicar or the priest is stuck in the snow, so we've all come to help him. So look, we're all going to get behind this car now. It's like a village event. Это как собрание, деревенские собрание у нас. I love these windows, these old Soviet windows. So cool. They're really sought after they are as well at the moment. I wonder what this was here. Interesting. Look at the character in this building. Incredible, right? I guess at one point it must have belonged to some sort of factory or something. It's crazy. Look, this guy is carrying water. Здравствуйте. It's amazing to think that people live without running water in the houses, right? Could you live without running water? Imagine walking to the well with those buckets each time to fill up water. Madness. Look at this house here. Incredible that people are probably still living in this house up here. How is that possible? It's over 100 years old, definitely. Wow. And look at this here. What's going on? Is this some sort of fridge or something? Pretty mad, right? Извините, пожалуйста. Это для чего? Это как морозильник или чего-то, да?
Да нет, дети копали.
А, я думал, какой-то морозильник или чего-то. Ладно, ладно, спасибо. A toilet here on the street with a hole in it that's made from a heart so people can look through while you're taking a poo. I was going to go and have a look at the car, but we've got an angry dog just behind there. I don't fancy meeting him. Just had an interesting chat with some of the people that live here in this building behind me, and they told me that this whole area here used to be a big factory, a sewing factory, but it's almost all gone now. This is pretty much all that's left. This is now used as a building to house the generator for these houses built here during the Soviet Union, and in the past it was used as a toilet apparently. Wow, this car could be something really cool. We've got no idea because it's covered, but maybe someone can tell from the front. It says 968M on the front there. What is it? Let me know. Or is that the back? That's the back, I think, actually. Ha! It's hard to tell with all this snow on it. Now this building here looks abandoned. The snow is probably 1/2 meter deep to get to it though, but it could be not abandoned. It could be owned by dachniki. So dachniki are people that come to their dacha, their summer house, just in the spring and the summer and autumn. They'll grow the vegetables and then they'll put their vegetables into like tins or boxes or cans and preserve them for the, I don't know, for the winter to eat, and then come back here when the weather's good again. Wow, check out this. How quirky is this? It actually looks pretty scary now. I've seen on the map that there's a abandoned church somewhere down here, so I thought I'd go and check it out. We've got something pink here in the road. Is that blood? Is that what it is? Bit weird, isn't it? Or is it maybe someone's antifreeze? Could be someone's antifreeze, couldn't it? Balota. Absolutely beautiful scenery, absolutely amazing. In the middle of nowhere, no one else around. Oh, I love this. So we've come across our first church, but the snow's proper deep. Don't know how we're going to get to it. Look at that. There's no way in the world. Proper camouflage as well. We have our first challenger. Challenger number 1 Victoria is going to attempt to go through the snow. Ah! There's a little pathway here. Это похоже как какой-то монстр туда ходила? Или человек? Видишь, как девушка веселая. Она какая красивая, да? Скажи, ребят.
Ничего не скажу.
Я чувствую, что я получу скоро очень много подписчиков. Guys, getting very scared here. Very, very scared. There could be a monster inside this. Whoa. Wow. Amazing. Wow, it's even colder in here though. That's weird. I thought it'd be warmer. We've got something still on the wall, but you can't see. Look, we've got a bit of an icon up there. And if there's anything else I'm not seeing. Wow. First I thought it was like Indiana Jones, we found some gold, but I think this is like a mini altar, look. Someone's put up here. Let's put it back together. Oh no, it probably goes in the middle there, look. There we go. So Vika wants to hang a swing from here and go swinging in summer, but I don't know if it'll hold us and it'll just pull the whole church down. And the bell tower is not going to have a bell in it, so I'm thinking, is it worth the risk of going in the snow today? It's going to be very deep, I think. Let's see. Or, wow, wow. Imagine once there would have been stairs going all the way up there. And check out the... Oh, Vika's found a room of her size.
Иди сюда.
А там лестница есть, да?
Да.
Not these. We've got 3% left on the battery. Is it going to be enough for me and Vika to go and explore? Oh, prawa lestnica. Круто. Пойдем. О, вот это супер. Wow. So look guys, we've come up there. I'm on my iPhone now because my battery died on my camera. It's really slippery. I'm scared that we're going to fall down, but let's have a look. Wow. Wow. So in theory we could go around that and somehow get to the stairs up there, but it'd be pretty scary.
Вот. А вы по-прежнему все так же и хотите, как хотели, правильно?
In the distance I can see the reason I came here sticking out like a big welcome sign. Just how to get to it. Wow. It's being renovated. It's being renovated. I thought it was completely abandoned, and we've got a door on it now. And I'm guessing they probably already hold services here. Let's have a look. Can't really see. There's some information about some services. Let's go and have a look around the other side. So I don't know if I'm disappointed or not. I mean, obviously it's good to see the church is being repaired, right? But at the same time, I'm not going to be able to go inside it. I guess it's a good thing, isn't it, that it's being repaired. See if the door's open. Oh. Wow. Let's have a quick look. Здравствуйте. Можно заглянуть, да, внутрь?
Конечно, конечно.
Спасибо. Я думал, что это вообще заброшено. Я не ожидал, что здесь будет. Здесь будет что-то. Вау. Вау.
Это вы с автобусом?
Нет, я сегодня на службе был в Палаткино. Палаткино называется? Палашкино, да, вот. Палашкино. И я видел на карте, что еще церковь есть. Я думал, ладно, заеду, посмотрит.
Вы сами на своей машине?
Да, на машине, да.
Мы только восстанавливаем ее.
Вау.
Оставайтесь с нами, у нас сегодня...
У вас служба будет, что ли?
Служба не будет, но сейчас приехали с автобусом экскурсия.
О.
В Камешках открыли храм. Будут иконы делать. И они там были на экскурсии. Сейчас сюда. Сейчас у нас будет здесь чаепитие. Сейчас они вокруг деревни поехали крестный ход делать.
Ой, вау.
На автобусе с крестом. Сейчас они через минут 20 приедут сюда. Оставайтесь с нами.
Ладно, хорошо. Я погуляю немножко и пойду обратно, хорошо?
Давайте.
Хорошо.
Сейчас покушаете как раз.
Отлично, хорошо.
Вот.
А как вас зовут?
Любовь.
Любовь, меня Сэм зовут.
Как?
Сэм.
Сэм?
Да,
А вы
Сэм.
откуда?
Из Англии.
С Англии?
Из Англии, да. Вот. Так, да.
Вот мы восстанавливаем храм.
Молодцы.
Потихоньку.
Молодцы. Incredible, right? Absolutely incredible. Can't wait to see what's going to be here in 20 minutes and who these people are going to be and what it's all going to be about. So cool. I'd like to get to the other side to go up that tower there, but the snow's so deep. I wonder if there's a path somewhere leading to it. We've got a couple of abandoned buildings over there that I'd love to get inside. But again, it's the snow. The snow is the best bodyguard, or security guard, I should say. It looks miles away on the camera, doesn't it? Sorry about that. It's only about 25 meters away, actually. So it's all a bit of chaos here. I'm trying to find a place to park in this village. There's nowhere to park, right? Just driving up and down these roads and they're really thin. There's nowhere to put the car. Don't know where the lady was saying was a place to put it. And now I've driven down this road and I found the bus of people that were coming to see this church, and they're stuck in the snow. So why did I come to Russia? What was the reason I came here? Well, when I was younger, I was always a bit of a rude boy, getting into mischief, doing things that I shouldn't be doing, and I came to a conclusion that if I stay in the UK, I'm going to probably end up in a load of trouble. I was always a fan of Russia. The first person that introduced me to Russia was the Weetabix manual, or the Weetabix Atlas, I think it was, of like 1985. And I saw that, and I saw the Soviet Union, and I was fascinated. I was only a little kid. I didn't know anything about politics or anything like that. I just knew that I was fascinated by the Soviet Union. And then push forward into the early 90s, I read a book by my favourite football player, Andrei Kanchelskis, who was actually born in the Donetsk region of Ukraine, but he always considered himself Russian, and his family were, I think, Russian as well. And it really intrigued me. I read his story about growing up in the Soviet Union and playing football for a few Russian teams, I think, and Shakhtar Donetsk, I think he played for. And I was really fascinated, and I thought, I really love Russia, it sounds really interesting, I want to go and find out more, but there was no internet back then, I didn't really know anything about Russia at all. And push forward to, the early 2000s, I met a Russian family living in the UK, and they said, well, we'll take you to Vladimir, and I was so fascinated. I was like, wow, okay. They were from Vladimir, they live in Nottingham, not far from where I lived, and they took me to Vladimir for a couple of weeks for the summer, and I was like, wow, this is incredible. And I was young, I was having fun, I was just enjoying my life. There was no immediate plans to move to Russia. I just decided, well, I'm going to come and see what it's like. And I came here, met loads of foreign friends, people from Africa, from Arabic countries, and lots of Russians, made loads of friends. I'd go out, get drunk, drink vodka, have fun. And then time just kind of went by, and it started to feel more like home than the UK. So look at this, all of these ladies going into the church. Wow, it's going to be a squash in there, isn't it? It's definitely going to be a squash. It's like Moses bringing his people out of Egypt. Wow, pretty impressive. So let me just explain what I think is about to happen inside this church. This is, I think, what's called the journey of the cross. And because this church is being renovated, I think they're going to bring a cross from like the main church to this church, and maybe some icons as well that they're going to put in this church to kind of like, I don't know what the word is, to kind of like renew it, to bless it, as it were. I think that's what's going to happen anyway. Could be completely wrong. I really don't know much about Orthodox church or religion at all. So let's have a look inside what's going on. So even though everyone was really welcoming in there, and the lady Lubov, who invited me to start with, said again, welcome Sam, welcome back, I'm really glad you're here, I did feel a bit uncomfortable kind of just filming random people inside a church. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? I think what I'll do is I'll come back here another day, because Lubov seemed like a really nice lady, and it'd be really nice to go into the church maybe and see one of the services once they, I don't know, maybe the services will start now. Maybe this is like the last thing they have to do before the services start. But I'll come back and we'll have a chat with Lubov a different time. Check this out for a really cool chill out area in the village. It's got a sofa in there, a rope swing. So I was thinking to go up this road here, but there's two crazy dogs come to meet me. I'm not going to get out of the car. Let me just, yeah, forget that. Wow, I'm being chased up the road by them as well. That's crazy. There's some good guard dogs, they are. That dog, oi, don't, I don't want to kill you, mate. Okay. I'll see you later, mate. See you later. what do I love about Russia? One of the things I love about Russia is this: peace, quiet, beautiful scenery. I love spending my time going out into the countryside, exploring things that were left over from the Soviet Empire. I love to explore abandoned churches and go out and meet everyday people and just speak to them. I have lots of hobbies that I really enjoy in Russia, like going to the banya, making shashlik with my friends, going swimming in the lakes and all sorts of things. I'd say that I found myself in Russia. When I came here, I didn't really have a clue what I wanted to do in my life. I was just kind of messing around, and really I just loved Russia. I loved everything about it. It was just great, from the times when it was all a bit wild for me when I first arrived, because I didn't speak the language, didn't know what was going on. People were talking all around me, had no idea what was happening. Then I enjoyed going out and going to bars and meeting people and living a bit of a wild life. And then after that, I settled down a bit, and I loved Russian traditions, and just, I love being in Russia. I don't even know how to explain it. I really, really do enjoy it here. But the strange thing is now, Russia just feels completely like home to me. So I don't notice the differences. When I first came here, I noticed them. I was like, oh, wow, Russia's completely wild. But now I don't feel that. Russia's changed an awful lot in the time that I've been here. For about the last 20 years, there was no iPhones or anything like that. There was no internet really. It was kind of like a new thing that you'd have to sit down on a computer and wait for the things to load. So internet age really wasn't a thing. If you want to integrate into the community, then it's all going to depend on you being able to learn Russian and to learn the lifestyle and the kind of like rules of living in Russia, basically, because as soon as you can do that, it's going to open up lots of more doors for you. And lots of foreigners come to Russia and they live in Russia as a tourist. They literally live here as a tourist. I made a video about this in the past, but a lot of foreign men that come to Russia, they'll meet a Russian woman, they'll get married, and they'll literally just keep living here as a tourist for like years. I don't mean on a tourist visa, I mean just their lifestyle, how they live. They'll just won't learn Russian, they'll live here as a tourist. But everyone does that to start with. Everyone will come here and you live like a tourist. It's only after a while that you start to realise that, hang on a second, I'm not on holiday anymore, am I? I've got to like become part of the country I'm living in, become part of the community, become helpful to others, and not just be the guest at the party who's from another country, the guest at the banya who's from another country, the guest at someone's house. You know, you've got to start at some point to integrate yourself into society. Now, you'll have a way to integrate into society based on how you've entered Russia and how you're here. If you're a student, you'll have a community of students and teachers that'll help you to integrate and to meet fellow students. If you're here as an English teacher, you'll have your students and the teachers and the people that work at the school that will be able to help you and invite you to go out and meet people in Russia and get integrated. So what are some of the things I really love about Russia? Well, the first one is the ability to talk about something without the fear of getting cancelled. I've had a few experiences when I've been back to the UK that I've just spoke my mind on a particular topic, and I've got myself in a world of trouble because you can't say that, you're not allowed to say that, you can't say those things anymore. It's all pretty crazy. The next thing that I love about Russia is the people. The people are incredible. I have epic, amazing conversations with people all over the place. Now people will say, oh, that's because you're foreign, people are nice to you. It's about putting yourself out there and going and meeting people. I have conversations with grandmas, babushkas at the bus stop. I can go to a shop and hold a half-an-hour conversation with the lady in the shop. I meet people all over the place. Just walking around the village, I'll see someone, speak to them, and we'll chat for a couple of hours. It's pretty incredible. The next thing I love about Russia is the traditions. Love the traditions, love the banya, shashlik, swimming in lakes, all that kind of stuff. Absolutely love the outdoor lifestyle. Russia is a really good place for me. I love the progress. When I first came to Russia around 20 years ago, everything was completely different, and it's really interesting because I've got a friend that's not long ago moved to Russia, and he said to me, Sam, Russia is the wild, wild west. It's so crazy how everything is completely different to the UK, and it was interesting to hear that from him because I thought that when I first came to Russia, but I thought now that everything was pretty much the same as the UK, and it's really interesting to get another foreigner's views of what he thinks Russia is like now, and he still considers it to be the wild, wild west. And this is a really interesting observation because I think a lot of how Russia is to you depends on your ability to understand kind of what's going on, speak to people, get out of situations, not particularly bad situations, but being able to handle a specific problem. Now, how long does it take to integrate into Russia? Well, it depends on a few things, and it really depends mainly on you. How long are you going to take to start picking up some of the language? I was lazy, couldn't be bothered to learn Russian. I came here as an adult. When you're an adult, it's longer to learn, isn't it? It takes a lot longer to learn stuff, so it's all about you. The first few years, I hung around with foreigners, people that spoke English. And then you kind of get to the point where you realise if you're going to live here, if you're going to integrate, you need to start learning. And learning is difficult as an adult. So again, it's up to you. Also, you know, if you need to buy a car, are you going to go do it yourself, go through that learning process, or are you going to ask your wife to do it for you, or ask someone you know to help you to do it? If you need, I don't know, a new part for your car, are you going to ask your wife to find you know, someone to get the part for you, or are you going to go look for that part yourself? It's all part of the learning process, and the more you put yourself out there, the more you're going to learn, the quicker you're going to integrate. Now there's this real kind of idea that people have, these foreigners have, of coming to Russia and living in a Russian village and interacting with the locals and becoming part of the community, and that is 100% possible. I'm a living witness to that. This road is so slippy, and it's kind of really weird and difficult to walk along and vlog at the same time as trying not to fall over. But hopefully that gave you a bit more of an insight into Russia, into my views of Russia, as to why I eventually decided to stay here and will stay here. And if you want to move to Russia, let me know in the comments. If you don't want to move to Russia, let me know in the comments. Tell me why. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. So I'm thinking to buy this house. What do you think? It's called the House of Ghosts. And we can see a ghost standing here.